Off they go. One of the best to begin, Electros Image. It was a bit of a bunch up after the start, but it gets through to lead Electros Image. Getting across, Supreme Pledge moves to second, back third, Flanders Fields. The inside trading places out deeper, Pateri Ensign. A couple of lengths, Karani Mac behind it, Supreme Coro. And last of all, coming off the back straight, Magic Rhythm. But the leader, Electros Image, had a handy break. In fact, it got 5 or 6 clear of Supreme Pledge. Pateri Ensign around the outside, and further back in the field then was Flanders Fields. But it's all Electros Image, and it wins easily. Second placing, Pateri Ensign. Leader Pledge, I should say Supreme Pledge or Karani Mac for third. Further back then Supreme Coro. Back there Flanders Fields trading places rather, and Magic Rhythm.
Racing, Shyport jumped quickly, looking for the lead, but so too is Rusticaloa, and coming across out wide, Electros Image. The reserve Rusticaloa joined by Electros Image. They've drawn out 3 to Magic Etzel. A couple away then around the outside. Wheeler Dealer starting to wind up now. Then Nice Gain, followed by Shyport. And further back in the field, Karanya Mac, one of the last. On the top turn they race. And here the leader is Electros Image from Rusticaloa. Going through Magic Etzel and out wide, Wheeler Dealer coming late, but all too late in the pink. Electros Image in front. Nearly got dragged down from behind by Rusticaloa, but beat it home. So Electros Image wins from Rusticaloa. Third, I think, Magic Etzel just in front of Wheeler Dealer. They were followed further back by Nice Gain, Shyport, White Zulu, and Karanya Mac amongst the last in. They're ready, they're racing. Oh, missing the start badly, John's Tempo. Best away, Electros Image, and slow out. Lettish is getting back on the rail. Around the outside, Tidal Triumph improving towards them. Black Chariot. Further back in the middle, then came Pin Pan Pundy. They were followed by Lettish trying to get through the rail, and then came Sabby's Choice, and well back in the field, Black Shoe struggling at the moment. And 5 lengths to John's Tempo, not in the hunt. They come before the turn with Electros Image, the leader by a length. In second placing, trying hard around it now, Tidal Triumph. Then further back out wide, Black Chariot. Lettish can't go on. Electros Image in front and gets home a long neck, a half length to Tidal Triumph. Third, Black Chariot. They were followed just in behind by Lettish and then Black Shoe. Further back behind those then Sabby's Choice, and just in behind them Pin Pan Pundy, and John's Tempo was absolute throughout. The pick 4 race, they're ready. Racing, Tandra's Touch wobbled out, missed it a half 3/4, back to the tail with lot 2 to the first turn, and best away Electros Image. Now Tandra's Touch is driving through, goes to third behind Long Gone, who runs to second. Back in the pack around them, National Queen. On the inside, lot 2, and they were followed, toiling at that point, Sinbad. And well back, Honey Nymph followed further back. Oh, it got a check as I spoke, and National Queen getting past it. But Electros Image is the leader from Long Gone. And then came Tandra's Touch as they swing, followed further back by lot 2. The leader drifting out, Electros Image wobbled to the centre, but won from Long Gone. Third, 4 lengths away, Tandra's Touch, and for the pick 4, lot 2 ran forth. They were followed by National Queen, well back to Sinbad, Not Plain Sailing, and Tandra's Herald amongst the last in with Honey Nymph.
Away in racing, the 2 from the centre, My Dream and Supreme Coro were best out. Mr. Mork was also away pretty well. In behind them, Electros Image is handy. Trying to rail up behind it was Irish Despair, getting well back. Mumtaz Mahal, Perilla Lady back to second last. Kahlua Girl was at the tail. Electros Image goes to the front, coming off the back though. Dash clear now from My Dreamer. Further back in the field then, getting up on the inside, Irish Despair, Supreme Coro, then Mr. Mork. But into the straight, the favourite, Too Good. And the good thing for the night, wins easily. Electros Image by a space. 5 or 6 on the post, Irish Despair. Supreme Coro, I reckon, for third, and nose, Mumtaz Mahal. Next in Perilla Lady, then Mr. Mork. Well out of it, Kahlua Girl couldn't get into the hunt, and My Dreamer one of the last.
Six. Now they're set, they're racing. From the inside, Irish Despair, Sinbad jumped fairly, headed by Flyby Pop, in turn headed by the favourite Electros Image, who switched across and checked Flyby Pop, who swung deep. Back behind them, Proud Streaker. They were followed, getting back, Sinbad lost its position, and last of all is Black Shoe. But down the back, how far Electros Image? It led by 6. Into second placing now, White Tag Mac. Oh, it's got further ahead, the leader. White Tag Mac's pulled up. Going into second placing now, Irish Despair, and well back. Oh, White Tag Mac's having a go at one. running the blue right off the track, Black Shoe. But this trots in Electros Image by about 10 to 12 lengths. Second placing, getting up for second after interference, Sinbad. About 8 lengths away in second placing, Irish Despair. About 8 lengths then to Sinbad. Further back in the field, Pride Streaker. And White Tag Max still having a go at Black Shoe. Was one of the last in naturally, and Flyby Pop ahead of them.
They're all set now for race number 6. Away they go. Wheeler Dealer on the inside came out pretty quickly. Electros Image from the extreme outside was going to spear across in front of the field going into the first corner. Forced very wide around that bend was Wheeler Dealer. Electros Image 300 to run, got 3 or 4 lengths in advance of getting up to be running second now, Savvy's Choice. They were followed 3 or 4 lengths away, then starting to make a bit of ground was Wairangi. Further back in the race then, behind those runners, well out of its ground, Wee Sue. Back there, Glitter Queen and Parisian Girl with bonus gain, but getting close to home, Electros Image got the money. Scored by 2 lengths or more. Running second would be Savvy's Choice, not a bad effort. Wairangi has finished third. Fourth in the event was Wee Sue, followed next by Glitter Queen. Further back we've got bonus gain. Parisian Girl didn't fire, and after going wide around the first turn, Wheeler Dealer was last to arrive.
Go here, Wakefield Stake Race 4. First leg of the treble, they're off and racing. Roshana Hanna box well from the inside. Electros Image was away quickly, though. It's going to try and head them off round the first turn. Also up there early would have been Pro Star, and they are followed going quickly by Extra Murph, but through the catching pen, Electros Image led by a couple of lengths. Extra Murph out after it now, 4 lengths away. Gateway King, Roshana Hanna losing ground. Dad's Image passing it. Well back, Pro Star, and further back in the field then Miss Nathan on the turn. Electros Image the leader. Extra Murph on the outside from Gateway King, but Electros Image too good will win by a length and a half. Extra Murph. Third, Gateway King hanging on. Roshana Hanna came again there to be close up from Dad's Image. Further back, Miss Nathan and Pro Star, one of the last.
Here's the lure. Second leg of the double, they're off and racing, and best away towards the centre, Bianca Tree slipping up on the inside, Mediocre, and around them all, Electros Image to cut them off. Electros Image drops down onto the rail in front of Mediocre, going to the back. Into third, Posse Dingerfoot, a length and a half further back on the inside, Tomboy Irish, Hyperactive was back there with those. Then Spin Attack dropping out of the field now, Proud Duke and Bianca Trees, but on the top turn, and Electros Image is doing it very powerfully at 6 in front of Dingerfoot. Then further back to Mediocre, followed further astern by Tomboy Irish and Hyperactive and Spin Attack. But the further they go, the further this comes away from them. Electros Image wins it easily, 6 or so to Dingerfoot, maybe getting up for third. Spin Attack ahead then of Mediocre, and they were followed by Proud Duke at long intervals. Then came Bianca Trees, and the last couple in were Hyperactive and Proud Duke.
Ready to go. And they're away and racing, jumping to a pretty even dispatch too. Vicky Star out wide was showing out, although Electros Image goes with it round the first turn, and the favourite gets to the front. Electros Image to lead by a length, runs off the track a little bit. It's clear of Vicky Star, getting to third, Jubilee Joy, and on the outside next then was Vital Sovereign. They are followed by Roshana Hanna back and behind them in a couple of lengths, Beautiful Glow and Parisian Girl, but Electros Image is on the bunny halfway around the turn. It led out by 6 lengths, Vital Sovereign trying hard. Further back then Jubilee Joy, but in the straight the favourite is far too good. Electros Image wins by 4 or 5 lengths on the post. Second, Vital Sovereign. Jubilee Joy's got third. They were clear of Parisian Girl, making some ground from Beautiful Glow, Roshana Hanna, and Vicky Star, after showing a bit of pace early, has finished one of the last.
Set to go. Favourite number 1, Rompton Lad, $1.10.75. A Wakefield stake, first to the treble. They're off. Rompton Lad flew out from the inside, pinged out a length in front of New York Boy. Rounding up on the outside, Electros Image into a nice spot, followed by Ruby Red as they clear the first turn. Shunted back Wenron Lad, and around them the reserve Mr. Chadwick improves. They were followed further back then. Coming last of all is Cadet Matthew, but down the back, and Electros Image serves it up now to Rompton Lad. Rompton Lad joined by serve on the outside, Electros Image, who gets ahead in front. Back behind them, New York Boy, and then Mr. Chadwick, but drawing clear Electros Image. Coming again, Rompton Lad switches course, and Electros Image wins it. From Rompton Lad, Mr. Chadwick, the reserve, got third. Ahead of Vital Sovereign, followed then by Cadet Matthew, Ruby Red. Back behind them then came Wenron Lad, who was one of the last ones in, and last was New York Boy. 6th the winner, Electros Image.
Cents all set. Race 5, second leg of the treble. Away they go. Monaro Gold began fairly well. Temper Man was showing pace, and out wide Turbo Ash in charge of the early lead. But Monaro Gold rails up on the inside and leads from Turbo Ash and Temper Man. Electros Image was further back in the field, and they were followed next by Hollywood Chief from Festival Bing. And over on the inside there, Merry Gum, and back to the rear goes Fernando Prince. They're inside the 200-metre point, however. And over on the inside, the leader was still Monaro Gold, trying hard on the outside. Turbo Ash as they corner. Turbo Ash, and down the outside, Electros Image has come home over the top of the lot of them, and Electros Image goes home best to win. Second home would be Turbo Ash. Third placing in the race goes to Merry Gum. They were followed further back by Festival Bing. In that pack of runners too was Hollywood Chief. Well back was Temper Man, who showed a fair bit of early speed, and Monaro Gold, one of the early leaders, would have been near the rear.
We're set to go for the Northern Tavern Stake. They're racing. Pretty good sort of dispatch. Southern Fame a little slow. Smithy's Chief best out goes to the early lead. Lohman Star goes up quickly. I'd got into bother Lohman Star, and Electros Image. Electros Image got the dream run through. Dash 4 lengths in front, and I reckon it'll be tough to beat from here. Southern Fame works through to be second. Then Tagari King. Out wider on the track. Great Picture. Further back in the pack then Smithy's Chief. They are followed then by Casper Bale. Well out of it, Lohman Star. Last of all, Gannett Flower on the turn. Electros Image clear. Southern Fame running on very strongly, but Electros Image 2 lengths Southern Fame, 3 lengths away Great Picture, about 8 lengths further back then Tagari King, Smithy's Chief, then further back Casper Bale. Lohman Star put out of business round the first turn, and Gannett Flower last in.
Drawn in 3, Electros Image, they're set. And racing now from the inside, Roshana Sam jumped okay, but Electros Image showing good pace. The tote favourite looks like leading alone now. Roshana Sam hunts up along the inside, and no, Roshana Sam leads by 2 lengths to Electros Image. In third spot back on the inside then Ruby Red. Further back in the field, Dad's Image. Next on the inside, 30 Days. Further back in the field then Brooks Toyce and Tawdry Gill, and last of all Ostradale. Roshana Sam leads a half. Electros Image the outside, 2 to Dad's Image joining in. Electros Image goes to the front. Dad's Image runs to second, then Roshana Sam, and running on Brooks Choice, but racing away Electros Image, he wins by 3. Dad's Image second. Third home in the event then goes to on the outside Brooks Choice. Roshana Sam got tired. Further back Ostradale. There with it also Tawdry Gill. Second last Ruby Red, and 30 Days at the rear. $3.60 and $70. It's the second leg of the double. The first leg to wait. Pinehurst, they're ready. And racing now, Electros Image from the inside began quickly, but Ladylander began quicker, and she'll head them off in the run of the first turn. Ladylander leads by 2. Fairway Freddy barging his way through the pack to go towards second with Spicy Dole. Then Electros Image. Around the outside, Adran. Further back in the field, then Galoa Star. Back there with it also Gallant Trinity, and last of all was Prey. Down the back, the leader Ladylander by 2. Electros Image running it down with Fairway Freddy. Further back, Spicy Dole and Gallant Trinity. Into the straight though, Electros Image takes over. Fairway Freddy the outside, Ladylander still there. Electros Image in front though, and Electros Image wins by 3/4 to Ladylander. I reckon Fairway Freddy ran third, but Galoa Star's on the inside, and it's hard to line them up. Close up, Gallant Trinity, Prey. Further back in the field then we had Adran, and one of the last in was Spicy Dole. Pick, they're ready. And racing now, Electros Image from the inside won the start. Royal Kincaid going quickly, but Electros Image is going to lead in the run to the first turn by 2 lengths. Fairway Freddy, the second favourite, gets the second. In third spot then was Royal Kincaid. Further back, Wild Rebel. Further back in the field then, making some ground, Spicy Doll from Roshana Lee. Then Nautilus Star and last Galoa Star, but Electros Image with a huge lead. It's 5 in front of Fairway Freddy. Running on Wild Rebel and further back in the field, Royal Kincaid, but it's all Electros Image. He's nicely clear of Fairway Freddy and Wild Rebel, and back on the inside then Royal Kincaid, but Electros Image by 5. Fairway Freddy second. Royal Kincaid in fact ran third. Wild Rebel missed the place. Further back in the field, Roshana Lee with Spicy Doll. Second last into the pen was Galoa Star, and last of all Nautilus Star. Set. Racing from the inside, Acrylic jump quickly. Someone's force showing speed, and Electros Image is going to lead in the run to the first turn tonight. The tote favourite Lonely Royals last, and Electros Image leads. Someone's force gets to second. He's a Glengarry fourth. Precious Eyes third. Further back then Acrylic from making some ground now down the back. Lonely Royal and Heavenly Made a long last, but down the back Electros Image led by 3 to Precious Eyes. Then Someone's force around the outside. He's a Glengarry. Electros Image 2 in front. Precious Eyes tries hard. Then he's a Glengarry. Electros Image getting tired. Precious Eyes grabbing at the outside, but Electros Image hangs on, wins ahead. Precious Eyes second, he's a Glengarry third. Then Lonely Royal, it made good ground from Acrylic, Someone's force and Heavenly Made.